During my journey of building muscle with bodyweight exercise, lower body training was one of the topics that puzzled me the most. When it came to the upper body, I found that there were enough challenging bodyweight exercises to build muscle. But for the lower body, even though there are again a variety of typical exercises to do, such as bodyweight squats, lunges and all those, almost none of these added any significant muscle mass to your legs once you move past your beginner gains. Even more advanced single leg squats won't be that efficient for a lot of people after a certain point. I mean, come on, I'm a one-legged pirate and I still don't find these challenging. Let's take, for example, the pistol squat, probably the most popular exercise out there. Not only does this exercise plateaus as well, but it can also be problematic for a lot of people's knees and backs. Now, this is something I've talked about in the past, something that I'll be revisiting again in the future. I'm not saying that it's a bad exercise for everyone, but these are some things to keep in mind. In summary, what I want to say is that your lower body is way stronger than your upper body. Because of that, in order to keep on challenging your legs to grow bigger and stronger, you need a lot more intensity and weight from what a basic bodyweight exercise can offer. As I kept on looking for other solutions, I decided to go back to the basics and tried to approach this issue from an evolutionary standpoint, as I like to do often. Did you know, for example, that your glutes are the single biggest muscle in the human body? Combined with your lower body, their main function from an athletic standpoint is to allow you to run faster and jump higher. I finally realized that the best way to stimulate your legs for muscle growth using strictly bodyweight exercise training is by combining sprints and plyometrics. Simple bodyweight exercises such as squats and lunges can become a lot more challenging and effective by adding a jump at the end of the rep. This increases fatigue and leads to more metabolic stress, which is, what causes that burning feeling in your muscles, especially when you're working a little bit on the higher rep range spectrum. And it leads to more fast twitch muscle fiber stimulation, all which create ideal conditions for stimulating more muscle growth. Now, very fast, for those who don't know, fast twitch muscle fibers are the largest, strongest fibers of our muscular system, playing the biggest role when it comes to hypertrophy, that's muscle growth. They are stimulated through strength-oriented exercise, high-intensity anaerobic efforts such as sprints, and through explosive movements such as plyometrics. Slow-twitch muscle fibers, on the other hand, play a bigger role in more endurance-oriented efforts. I'm not saying that plyometrics and sprints are as optimal as heavy barbell squats for stimulating muscle growth in the lower body, but using them strategically in your weekly routine can definitely build strong, more defined, athletic, and muscular legs, at least a lot more efficiently than typical low-intensity bodyweight exercises.
Your powerhouse is engaged. Lift your pelvis off the floor, come up one vertebrae at a time, just up.
Another thing that's cool about these exercises is, just like almost all challenging bodyweight exercises, a secondary muscle that gets a decent amount of activation is your core. In summary, plyometrics and sprints are two of the best bodyweight solutions for training the lower body. They are short in duration and high enough in intensity to stimulate your muscles in depth and trigger hypertrophy. In part 2, we're going to talk about the best muscle building plyometric and sprinting exercises that are also friendly to your joints in order for you to build lower body muscle with bodyweight exercises. Until then, make sure that you leave a comment below, like this video, share this video, follow me on Instagram if you want content on a daily basis, and also make sure that you subscribe to this channel if it's your first time here, and also download my free beginner's guide. There's also a link in the description below where you can find all others kind of helpful stuff, such as my website, my books, recommended equipment and all of that. And until next time, keep on training.